How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today we have a what did I buy video. If you're not familiar with these, basically this is a fairly recent order from Japan. Total is 200,000 yen or $1,500-ish after shipping and everything. The reason I always do that amount is simply because it's the easiest to ship to the US without having any extra BS with import and stuff like that. Usually they won't go through your package in those cases and try to charge you anything extra. So it's just the way I do it. It's the way I ship stuff out from Japan. When I get an order built up with that much stuff, it gets compiled, everything gets sent out, and yeah, here we are in front of you. Basically what we'll do here, we'll go through these. We'll go through each card, but we'll only look at one copy, front and back of each card. It takes a while as is, and would just take way too long if we went through every single card. I don't have time for that. I don't think you have time for that, so we'll not do that. So let's put this stuff to the side. Got a lot, actually. I mean, that's one stack. The other stack's just as big. And then we got this one. So sit back, relax, and yeah, let's jump in. First up, let's zoom in just slightly. First up, we have for Alligator. This is from the Neo VHS deck, or not VHS deck, Neo Intro deck, or something along those lines. Either way you can tell that. I don't know what this mark is. I don't know if this happened the other day, but don't you mind that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of this. And again, the way you tell this one from the premium file is simply the Totodile stamp, which is actually pretty nice. I think it does bother me a little bit, this deck, as well as the Bulbasaur Squirtle deck, the first one. All the artwork is Japanese exclusive and unique, and then they just flaked on the holos. They had such a big chance here to do a unique artwork for the holos, and they just chose the stamp. And don't get me wrong, I like it. I like this artwork. I think the stamp looks great. But when you look at the artwork from these decks and you think of what could have been in the holos, it's a little sad. Flip to the back of this one. Oh, I got a little lightning down there. And another thing I always tell everybody, you're going to see things better than what I'm seeing looking through a glared phone screen right now. So if I say something looks good and you think, what is that guy talking about? Well, it's probably because I can't see it. So, but man, it's a good looking card. Good looking card, but again, you just one of those moments where we already had the premium file artwork. Why couldn't we get something exclusive for that? But it is what it is. All right, next up we have, zooming out just slightly, we got Raichu from base set. Come on, stop wobbling, camera. Chill out. There we go. All right, 1, 2 copies of, it's funny, we have the premium file right there. Raichu, 2 copies of Raichu from base. Something I always say in these too, if you're new to these, the goal is always to purchase at a price I feel comfortable with, not overpay, so that when I go to look at these, the few that will be gradable, I can grade, make a profit margin there. Anything not gradable, I will be able to sell and get my money back, worst case scenario, and potentially make some money off the singles. So that's always the goal. So that's why I don't get too mad when I see stuff that's not in great condition, because when I bought it, I was comfortable with the price I paid. All right. We have this is the premium file one. It's no rarity symbol. Regular double white star. 1, ooh, look at that one. 2, 3, 4 copies. Man, seen this artwork twice. Kind of like it a lot more now. It is a good card. This one, you can see the bottom there, not great. Put you aside. I guess I gotta flip these over. All right. We got Misty. These are from... Okay, so these are all from, I believe, the Hanada City Gym deck. So that's no rarity symbol. That's how you tell the difference between this and the gym version. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 copies of Misty, apparently. It's a beautiful card, though. It's like the first introduction to Misty as a trainer. Ooh, that one's got a swirl. Cool. Might use this as the thumbnail. Got a lot to go through yet, though, so we'll see. Back of this one is meh condition, but you know, you look at it like that and you're like, oh, that's a beautiful binder copy, and you're not wrong. It is. All right, we got Flareon from Jungle. 1, 2 copies of Flareon. Man, it's beautiful as well. Love seeing this stuff. This is fun for me as well. I mean, I get to see this stuff that's probably been unboxed for, I don't know, probably at least over a month now at this point. I probably have like 6 to 8 weeks worth of backed up orders to do these videos. I'm actually probably going to take a break in ordering stuff for a little while, even though the conversion rate between yen and the dollar right now is like in our favor, and prices on things seem like they're so cheap for a lot of this stuff. I'm tempted to keep buying, but I got to get through what I got here first before we dive back in. So grind sesh here for the next 2 months, and then yeah, I got plenty of content for everybody. PSA subs will still be coming back. Doesn't look too bad. And yeah, gotta get all this stuff listed for everybody. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing some auctions. I really hate the idea of auctions, because I always say, like, you know, if you don't need the money, you should just hold. But I'm thinking about trying it to see if it draws extra attention to my listings, and it'll give everybody a chance to grab a few cards at probably, I would assume, probably a better price than normal. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I'm not exactly sure how we do it or how many cards a week or whatever, but it'd just be kind of cool to, like, for these orders, like, all right, this isn't something I'm going to grade. I'll figure out the condition, put it up, and just put it at $1.99, and whatever it sells for, you know, auction sells for. So we'll see. See if that happens or not. If you guys, you know, if you think that's a good idea and it's something you'd like, comment, and we'll see if we can make it happen. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of Jolteon from Jungle. Always love this card. I always have a good memory of this because this was the last card I needed to complete my Jungle set as a kid, and I actually almost got in trouble trading for it in I guess it probably would have been, what, 4th grade? No, maybe not 4th. 2nd grade, actually. Yeah, I think it was 2nd grade. It's terrible that I actually remember that, but yeah. 2nd grade would have been, I actually know the member of the kid's name. I'm not going to say it, but I remember the kid's name that I traded for it. I pretty much begged him, and thinking back on it now, it was pretty pathetic, but it was the last one I needed. So, yeah, great card. Got Vaporeon, also from Jungle, 2 copies. Nice swirly boy on that one. And we're at 8 minutes. We're not even through this first smaller stack. We got to get rolling. I got to get to bed. I just threw a roast together before I hopped on here. I have a crock pot roast for tomorrow. We're actually not eating that. That's for Monday's meals. We're making Wagyu steaks tomorrow. I'm pretty excited about it. But had to throw that together. I wanted to make sure I got that meat cooked before I had any chance of going bad. But did that, and now I'm here, and it's probably like, I don't know, like 1:30ish in the morning. So gonna get through this, hit upload, and then edit in the morning, and then yeah, you guys should see this on Sunday if you're watching it first day. We have Arceus movie commemoration promo. 1, 2, 3. Is there actually a swirl in this one, or is it just the way? Nah, I don't think there are swirls in these, but I could be wrong. Back of this one doesn't look too bad. You know what, I gotta see if there's something under my nail, or if this is like, did I like burn my nail? Because it's bothering me seeing the camera. I can only imagine what it's like for you guys to see it. We're going on a lot of tangents here. We're drifting off topic. We're straying away. We got a lot of work to do, and we are showing our true colors with the ADHD that we never been diagnosed with, but I'm pretty sure I probably have. All right, well, it's not coming out, so it is something. It is something on the nail. We have bruised the nail. It is beyond repair. You must deal with it. All right, Salamence. This is from a constructed deck. This is an absolutely beautiful artwork. This is in, I think, EX Dragon. It's just a non-holo in English, but whew, it's a good looking card. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Salamence. Yeah, doesn't look too bad either. I know the last video I did, I had a lot of stuff that didn't look too great, so maybe I'm due for some better stuff here. We got Porygon Z, level X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Porygon. Porygon looking, well, he was looking clean, and then we got down to the bottom here, and then you see that sadness. But that's a lot of times all it is, man. I mean, these cards are absolutely beautiful, and then just one little mark, and that's all she wrote. Now she's moderately played or light played or something along those lines. Not damaged. I know a lot of people out there on the damage crew, I mean, they think they're PSA grading their raw cards. You know, something has an indent or a mark is not damaged, I promise you. Lugia. This is from, I think this might be Awakening Psychic King, possibly. What does this say? XY 10. I'm not really good enough with the XY sets yet, but could be. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Lugia Hollows. This is a beautiful card by Tokia. I'm pretty sure a bunch of these got signed when he did a signing the other year. These look pretty good, which is almost to be expected because, I mean, they are more modern, but definitely getting tougher to find, getting more expensive overall. And the dumpers keep dumping the 10s. It is funny. That's one thing I noticed. I've listed probably about 100, 150-ish cards so far this weekend. And it definitely seems like prices, it's not that prices are coming down. It's just everybody's just racing to the bottom. It's like they just panic and they're like, oh my God, I got to sell this, so I got to undercut this next guy. And then the other goes, oh, I got to undercut this guy. And it's just like, I don't know. It's just so cringe because at some point, no, there's not going to be any more copies to undercut with. And then when they start to sell and go back up, then you panicked for no reason. So, I don't know. You can never tell exactly what the market's going to do, and I could be completely wrong. We could be headed for a bigger downturn than we experienced this last year from the high of COVID. But the answer is definitely never digging your own grave by just undercutting everyone and lowering the value of your own cards. But to each their own. Moving on, Lugia Break. These are cool to start seeing these. I think this is something that at some point might take off again, and I think the Lugia is definitely a good one. We got 2 copies of Lugia. I mean, I've been doing a lot of rambling, extra talking in these videos. And I know some people don't mind it, but I'm sure some people are like, dude, shut up and let's see the cards. We got Rayquaza C. This is PT3. I want to say probably like Beat of the Frontier. 1, 2, 3 copies of Rayquaza. Beautiful card. Beautiful foiling. Back copy is looking like it's got some scuffs, scratches, indents. Nice looking card though. Meowth ADVP promo. This is a 7-11 fair campaign, and there's a non-holo and a holo, and I would assume you can tell that this is holo. This is a really good one, actually. 1, 2, 3 copies of Meowth. Back of this one is not great, but this is like what? This is probably like 03. I think 7-11 was 03. So what, we're at over 20 years. It's pretty wild. We got Garchomp level X from, I think this is Moonlit Pursuit. 1, 2, 3 copies of Garchomp. A little bit of a stale Garchomp, and Garchomp got a way better level X. There's a promo, like a prize promo or a participation prize promo. The back one doesn't look bad though. And that one is a fantastic artwork. I think that's what I'm gonna keep for my collection. I actually might even have one in my collection. I'm not gonna lie. Got too much stuff at this point. All right, we got Aerodactyl from Mirage Forest. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Aerodactyl. This is a good artwork by Kusajima. Cool style. Is this the prequel or whatever you want, the premonition of what is it? Trevenant and Phantom to come. You see that there? Yeah, is that a live tree? You just didn't know who's that Pokemon, you know? Maybe. Back copy, not great. Got Meowth, There's a couple versions of this. I actually like this one the best, to be honest. There's a... What is it? It's not Shiny Collection. Maybe it is Shiny Collection. That or it's Poke-Kayun. I don't know. It's in one of those sets. Probably Poke-Kayun. And it's got the crazy foiling, but I think I like this just because I like the artwork a lot, and you get to see the actual beach house and or whatever's going on here, and it just seeing the artwork is nicer to me than having the crazy hollow foil cover it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Meowth. There might actually be another version of this, like promo-wise. It'd probably be the same number, but they'd just have like a different stamp or something on it. Looks like Meowth was looking good, but looks like we got a little indent right there, possibly. We got Lugia from Shining Darkness. 1, 2, 3 copies. Beautiful card. Not so beautiful on the back of that one. Regigigas level X. This one's from Stormfront. 2 copies. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Good looking card. All right, that's the first half stack. We're at 16 minutes, and we got 2 fat stacks. So I'm really hoping there's like large quantity of some of these in here to speed this up, but we'll see. Well, that's not a good start when we have 1 copy of Sneasel off the top. Sneasel EX. This is expansion pack or Ruby and Sapphire in English. Obviously, this one not great. We got Honchkrow, level X, 1, 2 copies of Honchkrow, DP4, so I think this is maybe Temple of Anger. Honchkrow was looking good, but you can see that indent there. We got Sharpedo EX from Clash of the Blue Sky, 1 copy. I think I jinxed myself by saying we need some large quantity. But that one doesn't look too bad. Umbreon, Moonlit Pursuit. 1, 2 copies of Umbreon. This is a rare from the set. Pretty basic artwork, but it works. It's a good one for sure. By Fukuda. This one looks pretty nice. We have Darkrai, XYP promo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 copies of Darkrai. That's what we needed. We need to get through some of these stacks. This is Pokemon the Movie XY promo, as it says right there. They did this cracked dice foiling, which I don't think they did this too often in XY, but I think this was 037. So I think this is kind of like a straggler from Black and White where they did this a bunch of times. Back copy of this one. Looks like it has a little bit of a fold. These movie promos are always like either mint. Well, I can't say that, but there's a good chance they're going to be mint or they're just going to be played because they'll have like a dent, a crease, and something somewhere, just because of the way they're given away and the way they're handled when they're given away. All right, we got Drapion level X, Galactic's Conquest, 1, 2 copies of Drapion. Drapion, kind of an underrated Pokemon in my opinion, a little bit of a sleeper. And this looks like a pretty clean copy. We got Electabuzz EX, expansion pack like earlier, or Ruby and Sapphire in English, 2 copies. Oh, you can see down there. It didn't look too bad, but there's a little bit of an indent down there. Jolteon, Magmaverse Aqua, 1 copy. Beautiful card. Love this Nishida artwork. This is Sandstorm in English, and I don't know, Sandstorm / Miracle Desert is probably my favorite, one of my favorite sets of all time. This is Magmaverse Aqua in Japanese, but in English it's in Sandstorm. But yeah, probably one of my favorite sets of all time. I don't know, I think I just have a lot of nostalgia opening those packs as a kid. Like I can picture the booster box and the stand I would have went to as a kid in my mind, and I don't know, just good vibes. If I was ever to own sealed English vintage, it would probably be a Sandstorm booster box. All right, we got Jolteon, Split Earth, non-holo, 2 copies. Kind of a meh artwork. He looks like fake. He looks very CGI. This one doesn't look terrible. We have Zapdos. This is a P promo, McDonald's promo. You can see the stamp. 2 copies of Zapdos. This is a really good artwork, too. Oh, no, I was going to say, that doesn't look too bad. A little bit of a something streak in here. Sometimes this stuff just wipes right off. I mean, we're not like card cleaners over here. We're... Ah, man, I could go on about that. Everyone's on this Kurt's Card Care stuff, which I get it. Like, that's cool. You know, sometimes there is something just on there. Like, it'll be like something stuck or something, like where it's not like cleaning it. You're literally just getting it off, and you're getting it off carefully. I get that, but these people out there, like, sending their cards to... I saw it on Instagram. This guy cracked a Charizard, a Crystal Charizard from Skyridge. It was like a 6, and he did his magic on this thing, and with his rubber gloves on and everything, and he sent it to BGS for the guy instead of PSA, and it got an 8. And he's like, oh, this miraculous upgrade. And I'm like, well, realistically, a PSA 8 is probably worth the same or less than a PSA 6. So I don't know what the upgrade is, but I don't know, man. There's just a lot of clown stuff that goes on in this hobby, especially like the last couple of years. That stuff all fades out, dies off because it can't survive. But while it's around, it is definitely comical to watch. Yeah, dude. Guy was like, oh, miraculous turnaround. You're just like, dude, come on. You're clowning right now. Come on now. Oh, man. Good laugh for myself there. All right, Surfing Pikachu here from PT2, Bonds the End of Time. This is the secret rare in the set with a sparkle foiling. We got 2 copies of Pika. They got the notorious chipping on the top on this one. It looks like the other one is not invincible to that either. And the back of this one, I mean, there's a nick there. These are so tough to grade. I sold the... There's the surfing, flying, and then a base set reprint. I sold the base set reprint, I think, for around, I want to say like $2,500-ish in a 10, because that's just how hard they are to grade. And like, I put it up and it sold within like a day or two. Like, that's how crazy they were. So yeah, they're just insane to grade. All right, we got Jolteon, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Jolteon. Love this Rita artwork. I want to say that there's a binder out there from this era that has this artwork connected with something else, just based on what I'm seeing here, but I could be wrong. I don't know what... Speaking of, like, cleaning your cards, like, see, like, I don't know what that is, but, like, it looks like it would just come off if you just wiped it down. But, you know, I'm not going to sit there... That's the thing, too. You can sit there and try and get at that, and then you end up marking up the card, too, so... People don't understand that. Like, the more you handle cards, as I twist the cards around, the more you handle cards, though, like, just in general, I mean, that's what's going to cause the wear and tear. I mean, everybody's out there rubber gloving to handle, like, $5 cards and stuff, and it's just like, dude, I'll handle a victory ring, like my Pika ring, that's, like, probably worth $10,000 to $15,000. And it's raw, like, I'll handle it, like, with my hands. Like, I don't care. It's in my collection. It's not going to get tagged up. Like, it's not going to get any worse than it is unless I have a freak out and, like, throw the thing across the room. So, we're going on too many tangents, guys. We got to stop. Got to stop. I wish I was doing this live so you could tell me to stop. But you can't, so I have to tell myself to stop. Because it looks like I'm going to be talking to myself for like 25 minutes. Oh, God. Dark Electrode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Thank you, Dark Electrode, for coming in hot with all the copies to eliminate some of the stack. I appreciate you and all your roundness. Yeah, we have Dark Electrode from Rocket Gang Returns. Back copy of this one. Not great, not bad. Good card, though. Electro deserves more love. We have Spring Battle Road Pika. This is a DPP promo. 2 copies of Spring Battle Road Pika. This is always one that, like, people want because it's Pikachu, but it's really not the greatest artwork in the world. But it is, like, a participation prize promo, so it's just, like, it's got these, like, highs and lows, and, I I mean, yeah, I mean, you can kind of see it's really, I mean, it's not bad artwork. It's just really not great. I mean, there's not a lot going on. All right, we got Zapdos. What is this? PT3. So this is Bonds, I think, too. 2 copies of Zapdos. Again, this has got the secret rare sparkle foil treatment. Got the chipping down there. Not surprising. Back of this one looks pretty clean. Pikachu PCGP McDonald's promo. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Pika. I do like this artwork a lot. The tree, the waterfall in the background is a really good one. These are notorious for, like, you scan over them and then you see, like, some dent or crease or something along those lines. Sometimes they get peeled wrong, and, like, I think this one might have it. You see it? There's, like, cupping from, like, this one's pretty damaged, so it might not have been from that, but there's, like, cupping from the way it was, like, pulled off, like, too much at an angle or too fast, and then it kind of, like, makes the card, like, pop out. I don't know. It's weird, but it's what happens when they had the sheets where you peel stuff off. I don't even know if they do that anymore, to be honest. I can't think of the last time they did that. Might be a thing of the past. We got Steelix EX, Golden Sky, Silver Ocean, 1 copy. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Back, not so beautiful, but you're still beautiful in my eyes, Steelix. Dialga. I think this is from the constructed deck, I want to say. There's a lot of Dialga Palkias from this era, level X-wise. 2 copies. Good looking card. Just could have been another Pokemon is level. I mean, I guess the whole Diamond and Pearl, like, you know, Dialga Palkia, like, I get it, like, but it just would have been nice if it would have split the love a little bit. We have Lotad here, secret rare from PT1 Galactic's Conquest, 2 copies again, shiny, secret rare, chipping, all the same. Beautiful card though. It's your boy, Big Lotad. Oh, back of that one doesn't look too bad, so you never know. I've graded a lot of those in 10, so I've had pretty good luck. All right, Leafeon. This is from the Regigigas Level X deck. 1, 2, 3 copies of Leafeon. Beautiful foiling on that one. Back is not bad, not bad. Oh, wait. No, indent. Indent, false alarm. We got Bulbasaur, McDonald's set promo from, I think it was like 2002. 1 copy of Bulba. I remember grading one of these in 10 for the first time and being so pumped, putting it in my collection. I did end up selling it then. Might be something I throw back in the collection, but definitely good vibes on this one, and it's Japanese exclusive. So, got Muck EX from EX Dragon, Rulers of the Heavens. I always say EX Dragon. I don't know why. I see the symbol and that's what I say, but it's EX Dragon. Or yeah, Rulers of the Heavens. Excuse me for Japanese. Muck is looking like it's got 2 little marks there and some whitening. We got Beedrill. Man, we're getting the 1 copy shaft here. We got Beedrill, Holland Research Tower. I mean, maybe it's good for you guys. Maybe you're enjoying it, but I'm not going to lie. I'm getting close to ready for bed now. Beedrill, not looking too bad. Tangle Level X from PT4. 1, 2 copies. I think this might be Temple of Anger. Ooh. Or excuse me, not Tangela. Tangrowth. Man, it's a nice swirl. It's a really nice copy. Really nice card. Tangrowth looking pretty sharp. I keep saying some of these cards are looking good. This might be a good order overall. We got Leafeon from Dawn Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Leafeon. Leafeon looking fresh. Yes. Nope. Little nick down there. Looking fresh other than that. Venusaur from Miracle Crystal. 1, 2, 3 copies. I mean, I'm a Venusaur fan. I'm a Kusajima fan, but this ain't it, man. Like, this one, not my favorite. It's actually kind of depressing because this is probably like the only Venusaur Kusajima's ever done, and I just feel like maybe he wasn't feeling it. I don't know what happened, but it's a sad day because this could have been a great card. It's not a bad card, don't be wrong, but when I look at the artist, it's an EX era set. It was destined for greatness and somehow still failed. This copy doesn't look too bad. Might be something there. Got Chikorita. This is an LP promo. I think this is like a giveaway or gift campaign. I can't remember what these are from. Little Nick there. Little Nick there. I know they're like rare-ish. They're not like, it's not like super rare. Like we're not talking about like A-class rare or anything or S-class, but there are rarer promo from LP for sure. We have Dark Crobat from Rocket Gang Returns. Weird artwork on this one. Looks like Crobat's been eating good, and he's got these buck teeth. Ooh, I actually never saw that before, though. I never saw the bat flying in the background. That's actually pretty sick. Ooh, or the castle. Let's go. Do a little tilt, and look what happens. All right, I actually like this card more now, because like right like that. I mean, I can't see it. Maybe you guys can, but then you go like that, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Castle Transylvania back there. You got the bat. You got the trees. Making a little more sense now. He's got like some ominous purple aura around him. All right. Card's pretty good now. Like it. 1, 2, 3 copies of Dark Crobat. Okay. Dark Crobat's looking not... No. Little Nick there in the corner, but not bad overall there. We have a Battle Tower. This is like a participation prize promo. If you played the games from this era, Battle Tower was like a big thing. I remember going through the Battle Tower a bajillion times to get the points and do the things. I can't remember exactly anymore what you did. That was probably around the time where I started grinding less into games like this than I did, with like the originals, like Gold and Silver, Ruby and Sapphire, etc., etc. So I do remember Battle Tower vividly, but I do not remember exactly what was going on and why we were trying to climb the tower. Looks like a pretty clean copy, though. Ooh, I don't even know what this card's called. I can't remember anymore. Just like Battle City, City Battle, Rap Battle. I don't know. But as you can see by the Koro Dragon, this is a Koro promo with a interesting cracked ice foiling with Mewtwo and Kyurem. I mean, it's an absolutely fantastic card. Ooh, indent in the front of this one, so that's definitely not going to 10. This is a really tough card to grade. Yeah, this one's got a lot of markings, which I assume it probably, if it comes from a magazine like usual, that's probably why. This would be, maybe... This is from Psycho Drive, and I'm wondering if this is Hail Blizzard, and this is like a Koro release promo. I didn't think that's what it was, and that's not usually what they would do, but that's usually when they put 2 stamps, and that would make sense. Psycho Drive, Hail Blizzard. So, I don't know. Not exactly sure, but nice card. We got N, also BWP promo. Cracked Ice Foiling is practically blinding me. 2 copies of N. He is N, and a lot of people like him. He's the guy. Little nick on the top there, but pretty clean overall. Got Typhlosion from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's what we're talking about, Typhlosion. 15 copies of Typhlosion from Golden Sky. Ooh, look at that orb there. It's like crisscrossing over something else and making it pop. It's pretty sweet. See, look. This is a Kusajima artwork. This is what that Venusaur could have been, but it wasn't. Back of this one, looking pretty clean. We have Moltres, PT3. I believe this is also Bonds the End of Time. 1, 2, 3 copies of it. Chipping, like usual, chipping. Beautiful card though still. And if you're wondering, these are reprints of the ANA promos. The original, like, what was it? ANA is like 90... Is it 8? 97 is the ANA promo. I think it's like 98. I could be wrong. Well, I have cards that I'm listing over there, and I think I'm through 98. So I want to say probably 99 then. Or it could be 2000. I could be completely wrong with the first two guesses. But it's a beautiful card nonetheless, and it's cool that they gave it this foiling. Got Moltres from Mysterious Mountains. Non-hollow, 2 copies. Again, great card. Great Moltres. Moltres has a lot of good cards. And rightfully so. Moltres is a good Pokemon, and it is a legendary. A little something up there. Not too bad, though. Gligar level X. DP5. Is this actually DP5? Yeah, it might be Temple of Anger. 1 copy of... not... Did I say Gliscor or did I say Gligar? That made me think of Gligar Man. You guys, if you guys watch the anime, you see, remember Gligar Man? Yeah. But this is Gliscor level X. Welcome, Gliscor. Little something there. Not too bad, though. We have Dark Marowak from Rocket Gang. Strikes back. 1 copy. Oof. Come on now. When you get through these. I think I might have I think I did see a bunch of Gardevoirs earlier. So that'll be our ticket to jump through this quick. And I know I'm not trying to leave you necessarily. You know, it's not exactly the goal here, but I am getting tired. I am ready for bed. It's been a day. It's been a long day. You saw the big dent on the front of that, but yeah, and there it is in the back. Looks like somebody like pinched it. It's like pincer. Haha, pincer, get it? Pokemon. Dad joke. And you've all unsubscribed, clicked off the video, and moving on. Armaldo. Miracle Crystal, Delta Species, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Armaldo. Also kind of an underrated Pokemon in my opinion, but he does look kind of goofy here in this one, I'm not going to lie. Not helping my case there. I gave him a shot. Looks like a pretty decent copy though, so for maybe something up here. All right, we got a Grass Energy. What sets was this from? Is this Magma vs. Aqua? I think it's a good chance. But I usually pick these up when I see them for like, I don't know, like sub $5 or something like that. I just think they're really good. Nice throw on this one. This one's seen some play though. And we also have a Fighting Energy from the McDonald's set, and as you can see right there, this is not gonna be good. It actually isn't bad. I mean, actually isn't terrible in the back, but I mean that's obviously not gonna win any beauty pageants right there. So still a beautiful card though. We got Glade level X from the Glade verse. I think it's Infernape level X deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Glade level X. Excuse me, Glade 4 level X. Glade 4 looking like you got something there, but overall pretty clean. All right. Last stack, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. I actually have some tangents to go off at the end here on a couple things, so stick around if you're actually interested. If not, well, I'll see you later. I was gonna say Duskmar. Duskull. 1, 2 copies of Duskull. Love this card from Stormfront. This is the shiny foiling. I've had good luck grading these. This one does not look bad. If I grade a 10 of this, it will probably be going in the collection. I do have a 9 in the collection currently. I never really realized, is that always how Duskull looks? You always got one eye like kind of missing there. It just kind of shift back and forth. Like, well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like Dusclops has one eye, so maybe that is. Huh? We're learning things here. Actually, alright, stuff starting to make sense here. Cool. See, this is like Pokemon education class. You know, you guys are learning. Well, you're probably learning nothing, but I'm learning things. You're seeing things, hearing things, and here we are. Drifloon, also from Stormfront. Also love this card. Also have a 9 of this in my collection. This one looks like it's got a nick up there. I actually just sold a 10 the other week. Was it last week? Yeah. Sold for 600 in a PSA 10. So, little mark there. That is not going to make the grade. Vileplume. Holland Research Tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I said Miracle Crystal for the Armaldo earlier or something like that, but it would have been Holland Research Tower. I think it was the same stamp. There's actually a pretty cool artwork of Vileplume. Gonna zoom in. This is a Rita. I don't know why Vileplume's sitting sitting sideways, but he is. But it's actually a really pretty artwork. It's just like he was so big that it was hard to squeeze him in the frame, is what I'm feeling here. But it's a really good artwork. All right, we wasted enough time. I do like that he's psychic type with the Delta species. I love the Delta species thing. I'm a fan. Much bigger fan of this than I am the current terraforming thing. Why couldn't they just bring this back? Excuse me. Not bad. Why do we got a lot of extra glare all of a sudden? Or is this just extra glossy? I don't know. Good looking card though. Glad we took the time on that. I'm sure you are as well. Espeon EX, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Espeon. I think this might be Awakening Psychic King. I said that about that Lugia earlier, and this is XY9. I think that was XY like 12. So I'm wrong on one of them, and I could be wrong on both. Espeon looking pretty clean. We got Gengar, PT4. What's this? Not Bonds. PT4 is this like Cry from the Mysterious or Temple of the Anger? I can't remember. I don't think well, I know I have a lot of copies of this, but I don't feel like I've seen it for a while. Gengar, 1 copy, looking pretty clean. Looking pretty clean. Got high hopes for this guy. If he tens, well, nothing extra is going to happen, but if he tens, it'll be pretty cool, right? Yeah. Got Jirachi. This is from a deck. I'm trying to think. Also, I've always found this one interesting because if you can see like this band, it's got like a band going around the edge of the card, which I think is normal. Yeah. Like it's got a band of foiling going around the edge. What is this from? What are you? This isn't Mew Mirage Forest. I don't know what this is, but it's from a deck. We got 2 copies of Jirachi. It's a really pretty card. Really pretty card. How many times have you heard me say it tonight? How many times have you heard me say underrated? How many times have you heard me say... How many times have you heard me say? Lots. Lots is the answer. And, well, sometimes, you know, I don't have all the vocabulary descriptors to give you the visual you need for these cards. So I have to say the same word over and over. So this is beautiful. Maybe, you know what? This is elegant. How's that one? How's that one for you? Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you? Didn't think so. Mr. Mime EX, 1 copy. Oh, come on, guys. Let's go, please. I'm at 42 minutes. Mr. Mime EX, Flight of Legends. The best mime. The only mime that anyone ever needs, except for the mime that would go over here, which he'd be facing him. And it's literally, I just looked at this the other day because I think I sold both copies. They have 2 Mr. Mime EXs in one set. Unless the Poke Power is not the same, it is an absolute waste because they flipped the mime over, like, so they just skewed him over so he's facing this way and the background's green. So I don't know what happened there, but I'm mad if they're the same card, and it's pretty lazy because the EX era, it didn't deserve that. We deserve something else here. Like, what could we had here? It's Flight of Legends. What's in flight? What do we got in flight? Oh, we got a Dragonite, so we can't say that. I mean, I would have took a Pidgeot EX. I mean, seriously, I would have took a Pidgeot EX. You know, I'm not against that. Pidgeot EX. Could add, like, Alakazam EX, since it's Psychic type. I mean, there's just a lot of options. There's a lot of things we could have had, but they didn't give us. All right, Lugia, Pokepark promo. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Lugia. Really good card. Like the stamp, Lugia looking very majestic. See, there's another descriptor, another one we use there. I know it's actually like, what is that, like an adjective? I am not college educated, so I do not know that fancy stuff. I did not enjoy school. I wasted 2 years of my life in college trying to follow everyone else and burning money at Penn State. And then I ended up running my own business and now running a business again selling Pokemon cards for the last, 15 years? Well, not Pokemon cards for 15 years, but the other business was close to that. So, we're not fancy here. That's all I'm trying to tell you. He's fancy, but I'm not. This one doesn't look bad in the back, though. Those come in cello packs, so a lot of times, the same thing with this one, too, Meiji promo. They'll come in cello packs, and they'll advertise them as near mint because it's, sealed. But there's a good chance a lot of times when you open these cello packs that there's a dent somewhere. We got Lugia, though, Meiji promo, 2 copies. Drifted off on a lot of tangents tonight. It's looking not, well, no, what am I talking about? Right there, it's not looking great. Drifted off on a lot of tangents. We have some more tangents at the end of this one. Nothing bad. We got some tangents. And we still got a lot of cards to go through. Come on now. Mew, 1 copy. 1 copy of Mew, 10th movie promo. Man, look at that swirl, though. It's perfectly placed. It's like a double swirl. It's like a double swirl. That's pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty into that. I like that a lot. Kind of conditioning Mew. Ooh, looks pretty clean. Looks pretty clean. Moving on to another Mew. Shining Darkness Mew. 1, 2 copies. Oh yeah, we got 1 copy of one. How about 2? Keeping it slow. This is a really good card, though, seriously, by Jimeno. This is one that I have enough copies that at some point I'll toss one in the collection when the time feels right. But, yeah, this is a beautiful card. Probably upper tier Mew, and which is crazy because there's a lot of great Mews out there, at least in my personal opinion. All right, we got, what's this, Uxie, or Uxie, whatever you want to call him. 1, 2, 3, 4, Uxie, Uxie, level X's from, I believe, Temple of Anger. A nice little swirl on this one. These are good looking cards. Not bad, not bad. I love this playmat. I know you guys probably been seeing this playmat a lot, but it's one of those ones when I find one I really like, this one's a good size. It's not like the actual playmat with the deck slots or anything. It's got the Kanto boys on it. It's black with them on it. I don't know. Just like this one a lot. All right, we got Rhoda's Mew from the Mew constructed deck thing. I know exactly what it looks like with the Mew on the front, but I can't remember. This is Rhoda's Mew, but it might be like Rhoda's deck. I don't know. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Rhoda's Mew. Also very good Mew by Harada. Maybe this is a Mew Mirage Forest. Yeah, that's a different one. But back one doesn't look too great. We got Drifblim, BWP promo. This is like a participation prize, believe it or not. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Drifblim. Now, it's super. It's not common for sure. It's definitely it's one of those low tier rare promos that you don't see too terribly often. It was a participation prize, but it's not it's terribly coveted or super valuable or anything. Just a little bit more than what something like this would normally be worth of a Drifblim. But it's a really good card in my opinion. Naoki sight too on that one. Got Alakazam from Split Earth, 1 copy. And then I think we got a big chunk getting out of here with these Gardevoirs, we're hoping. Split Earth, non-hollow, Alakazam, really good artwork. What kind of condition you in, Alakazam? Looks like a little something up there. All right, this is going to be our saving grace. You guys ready? Pretty sure, if I remember right. Oh, yeah. All right, good stuff. Got Gardevoir from DP4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, look at us, we're on 19, and that's what we got. And then we got another stack of these here too. So we got 19 Gardevoirs from DP4. This could be the thumbnail. I did notice, we'll go on another quick tangent here. It's funny, these videos are some of the most disliked videos that I do. Not that I get a lot of dislikes on them, but they are the most disliked, and I don't know what it is. Like, it doesn't necessarily bother me. It's just one of those things where you start to notice trends doing these videos all the time. That's when I happen to notice. And I don't know if it's like jealousy, if it's, you know, people thinking I'm lying about if this is green screened or something, or if I'm just recycling orders and pretending they're new ones, or I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe I'm giving you ideas to think about me. I don't know. But I just found it strange that it's always these that get the most dislikes, and I don't exactly know what it is, because it's not like I do anything different or talk any different or say anything, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, if you don't like these videos, by all means, if you dislike them on a regular or you watch them, I mean, comment. Let me know what you dislike about them. I'm curious. I mean, I don't know why I would lie about having 19 Gardevoirs from DP4, but I mean, maybe I would. I don't know. Just found that one interesting. I noticed that earlier when I looked up for the number of this video. This looks pretty clean. All right, and then we have the PT1 Galactic's Conquest Gardevoir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 copies of the Galactic's Conquest Gardevoir. Also very good artwork by Saito. Oh, when you look at it like that, it's like a fall background. People really like Gardevoir too, it seems like. This one also looks pretty clean, I'm not going to lie. All right, we got Slowpoke, L1, Heart Gold, Reverse Foil, and then it's kind of cool. We have the Slowbro right behind it. I'm not exactly sure what the whole story here is. Like he's like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, he's on this rock. This is Kazuki, so I mean, Kazuki's got some out there ideas. Like, you know, did he fall in the well? Is he thinking I evolved, but I still can't get out? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is here. I mean, it's good artwork. I like Slowpoke, but I'm also kind of confused too. So like, there's the hole. He fell into the well. Like, what's going on over here? Like, what's this? Or is this not a well? You know, is this a cave? He's venturing into the cave. I believe there's a Slowking from this, where he's wearing the King's Rock. So maybe that has some bearing on this too. Maybe that is a really good artwork. So it wouldn't surprise me if Kazuki did that one. But yeah, we got a little story going on here, and I'm really not sure how to put it all together. So, but yeah, nice Slowpoke. Ooh, well, you see that indent right away. Then we got 2 copies of the Slowbro. I wish we did have the Slowking in this one, because it'd be kind of cool to see what was going on there. But thinking back on it, like, I just think he's like holding up the King's Rock, or it's floating or something. I don't know. I don't know what exactly happened there. All right. Oh, low battery. Well, it's a good thing we're almost done. Man, we're going to hit an hour on this one. That means I'm going to go to bed at 2:30 in the morning. Oh. All right. Leafeon. Yeah, Leafeon. I saw Glaceon, and then I saw the green, and then I said Leafeon. But you see why. I mean, it is green. We got Glaceon from the Shaman Level X deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. We're on the home stretch here. 4 copies of Glaceon. Obviously have a nick down there, but other than that, looks like a pretty nice copy overall. We have Misty's Politoed for the Theater Limited deck. 1 copy. I like this image of Misty on here. I just think it kind of looks cool. Like, she looks like grown up, almost like they fast forwarded her a little bit. I don't know. I just like it. This, now looking at this too, if you're a One Piece fan, this also reminds me of early on episodes. I just started watching it again. Just decided that I was going to go through from the beginning, and because I don't think I got to episode like 400 or something before. So we're just going to restart. We're going to watch a couple episodes here and there, and then about 5 years when I finish, I'll have the whole One Piece story. But I'm at the part now where they go on to the, I can't remember the name of the boat, but the ship that Sanji is on before he gets recruited, where it's like the floating restaurant. And that's what this reminds me of for some reason. I don't know what it is exactly, but maybe it reminds you of that too. Or maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm an idiot. That's also a good chance too. This looks pretty clean. Got Dark Gyarados, Team Rocket. No, this isn't Team Rocket, excuse me. This is the Silver Deck kit. Gyarados, Dark Gyarados. 1, 2, 3 copies of Gyarados. This one is a perfect lesson of supply and demand. Very in-demand card, very popular Pokemon, very good card. However, there weren't many available for the longest time, and I remember PSA 10s of this selling for like $500-ish, maybe more, maybe less, somewhere in that realm. I think I sold a PSA 9 of this for probably last year, the year before, maybe 200-ish, 300-ish, somewhere around there. There are 10s on eBay right now for like $80, $90 of this now. So it's just crazy how things change. And sometimes you just have to be a little patient. And sometimes you have to know when to buy and understand that maybe you're overpaying. But if you really want the card, there's no big deal. Like if you're overpaying, I mean, don't get me wrong. Paying like $250 for a 9 and then now the 10s being like $80, $90, that stings a little bit. But if it's going in your collection, you're happy with it, sometimes you just have to accept those things, and you pay the premium for getting it right just now, or sometimes you end up making out and it goes up in value and you bought it at a good time. So it just reminded me of this because I saw it earlier when I was listing cards, and I saw the price point that these are at, and it just made me laugh a little bit. But it's a very good card. It seriously is. It's a fantastic card. But there's plenty of supply right now. Not as much demand, and that's what happens. And then you got the dumpers dumping. Everything's firing on all cylinders, and the price is just coming down. We got Latios McDonald's promo from PCGP. 1, 2, 3 copies of this. I always like this one. I thought this is a good kind of like just subtle artwork. Just cruising across the sky, passing some glaciers, no big deal. This one looks like it was peeled too, with the glossy back, and you can see the lines from the peel. Yeah, I don't know. I think this one is peeled, but this doesn't look terrible. Would like to grade one of those in a high grade, because they are tough to grade. Usually they don't come great. We got Manaphy, play promo. Nice swirl on this one. 1 copy. Oh, little nick there. I was going to say it doesn't look bad, but a little something there. Dark Octillery from Rocket Gang Returns. 1 copy. They're really trying to keep us here. Stack's really trying to keep us here for sure. Dark Octillery looking pretty clean overall, though. Suicune, Town of No Map, non-hollow. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Suicune. Love E-Series. This is a good-looking card, but what exactly... What's going on? What's going on here? Oh, my dude, mind is blown right now. He's like looking back, and this is his body. Oh my God, dude, I've never seen that before. I've seen this card a million times, and I've never seen that when I looked at it. Ah, dude, like I was like, why is this like this to me? Like from what I was looking at, like it was like an optical illusion. Like this was like him coming at you, and like was this like a paw, an arm? But now I'm realizing he's literally arced this way and looking back. Wow. If you guys think I'm an idiot and you've actually seen this card like this all along, please tell me, because I'm actually curious. But I seriously, that's the first time I've ever noticed that. Wow. Mind blown. Really like this card more now, actually, now that I understand it. Huh. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Back of this one does not look bad. Cool. That's actually really cool. I love that kind of stuff. We got Palkia Level X, 2 copies. I think this is from the constructed deck. He's got like a very pinkish tone to him. Little crease line. Not really crease. I don't even know what you would call that. It's almost like it's not a crease. It's not an indent. I guess technically it is an indent. But it's almost like a crimp. But like not like a pack crimp. Like a crimp, like something like grabbed it like flat edge and just put a line at the top. And the rest of the card looks mint. All right, we got Blastoise. Man, we're running out of steam here. Blastoise, Shining Darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Blastoise, Shining Darkness. Nice roll on this one. A little bit of a derpy looking Blastoise. This Ito guy tends to... Daisuke Ito definitely does... Is it Ito or Ida? Daisuke... I think that's an O. But yeah, it has their own unique style. A little indent there. Overall, pretty clean copy, though. The Big Turtle. Got a little Blastoise. Got Mirage Forest. Walrein EX. 1, 2 copies. Ooh. We have an automatic cat food dispenser, and I just heard it go off. So that means... Oh, my God. It's 3 in the morning. Yeah, it's set to go off at 3. Oh, God. It was later than I thought. Oh, no. Well, it is what it is now. Cats are happy, though. This actually looks pretty clean. I like this card. I just think Walrein looks very... He looks kind of like hyper-realistic, almost like the Detective Pikachu series. That's the vibes I get from this. I think it's a beautiful card. I like the coloring, but yeah, definitely very hyper-realistic on this one. Masago. We got Piplup from Pokekayun, or is this? No, this is from Shiny Collection, excuse me. Or is Pokekayun Shiny Collection? No. I don't know. We're losing our mind here. 3 in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Piplup. This is a gorgeous card. This could be the thumbnail too. I'm not gonna lie. This one's got potential. It's a really good card. This one, another one too, is selling for a crazy amount of money. Is Piplup getting fed? Man, I want to be Piplup. But the bubbles, the blue, the Piplup. I mean, he's being spoon-fed. What looks to be, is it rice? I mean, I like rice, so I'd take some. But great card. But this one was, ooh, 2 indents there. Otherwise, really clean. This card was selling for a crazy amount in PSA 10. And then, again, like, dumpers going dump. Everybody going grade. And then, you know, it's a cheap card for everybody in PSA 10 until there's none left. And then it goes back up. But that's just how the market flows. How the market flows and the market goes. That was also a moment where you unsubscribed. Sorry you had to hear that. Misty's Lapras. Again, like the way Misty looks in this. 1, 2, 3 copies of Misty's Lapras. Another really good card. But how many other optical illusions of cards I've seen, though, where I'm thinking, like, oh, this is the way I see this card in all reality. Is that on the card? No. Doesn't look bad, though, on that one. In all reality, like, it looks completely different, and all I have to do is do one of these videos, and I'll see. So, ooh, I like this one, too. We got the Pokepark Suicune. 1 copy. Wish I had more of these. Nice holo on this. See, this was kind of weird, too. Like, he's got this big old front leg, and, like, they're, like, all pivoting weird, and... maybe I'm just going crazy at this point. That's a good possibility, but that's a really beautiful card, and it does not look like it's in bad condition. We like that. We got Piplup. This is from like a quarter deck gift box thingy, I believe. We got 1 copy of Piplup. Definitely know this is, I'm pretty sure at least this is Japanese exclusive holo. I don't know about artwork altogether, but definitely in a holo. Well, maybe I lied on that too. Maybe this is a Diamond and Pearl promo, or a Platinum promo in English. I don't know. My English game is not so hot fire anymore, so it could be. Is this it? Oh, this is it. We're there. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Long one. Great time. Hope you guys absolutely enjoyed it, because this was a long video. We have Melodic from Undone Seal. Beautiful Nishida artwork. Fantastic swirl. Everything you want in a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies. There you go. What's the back one look like? Not bad. I think we did pretty good on this order overall. Everything looks like decent. Like, it looks excellent plus for most of the stuff, which obviously there's other stuff thrown in that's not, but a lot of this stuff looks pretty good. This is probably going to be a pretty good order as far as grading goes, but only time will tell. But yeah, that about does it. We'll go into a quick tangent here. Like I said, a couple little tangents actually. First one, this isn't part of this order, but I want to get these out of the way because I don't, these came with like a merch order, but I don't want to do them in a merch order just because they're very fragile and they're very small. I just want to, at this point, I just want to put them away. So I'm going to do it now. These are orange cards. They're like basically like, I think, subway or transportation cards. I cannot give you the exact details on this one when it's from. Obviously, probably Diamond and Pearl based on what we're seeing here. But these are pretty cool, very fragile. It's actually kind of crazy that these show up in the conditioner, and that sticker's not on there. It's on the sleeve that's in there. But yeah, it's actually wild that they come in. You still get these in decent condition. These are something you can grade. I do plan on grading these as well as phone cards, as well as some other crazy stuff that you'll see in merch videos in the future. But yeah, these are pretty cool. They came in. I would say these are probably. It's weird. The orange cards are actually more expensive than the phone cards. I really don't know what that's all about. Maybe these weren't saved, like the transportation cards weren't saved as much as the phone cards were. But these are, I think I paid around like, I want to say like 2,500 yen. So, I mean, these are like 18 bucks. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like they're dirt cheap or anything like that. These are collectible. And then lastly, we have this battle deck or whatever. I'm a little disappointed in the condition this came in. I was expecting something a little bit better. It doesn't look bad, but it is like probably like if I would grade it PSA 6 condition. This is something I'm actually going to keep. I really like this. I think it's super cool. But basically, this was given out to get these Pokédolls, and I think I want to say Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, based on 03. And the only way you could get them was with this card, and you had to scan it with your e-reader on your Game Boy. And this was only Japanese released. It never came out in English. There was no way for anyone in English that was a completionist to ever get these Pokédolls. So what somebody did actually, and you can buy it online, they made their own. They did all the work, the legwork that you would have to do. I'm not smart enough to understand it. But basically, they did all the legwork to put these strips on here and have this card in English so that people in Ruby and Sapphire could actually get these and complete the game. So it's pretty crazy. But these were also, I don't remember what the reason was. They weren't given out as, I mean, this is, I forget how you got it. I think you might have had to send in for it or something like that. Some weird way. I should have done more research, but it was kind of like spare of the moment. I was looking at this, and I kind of wanted to show them off. But yeah, take a look at this. Look it up if you want. If you look up this code, it'll probably come up with the information that you want. But yeah, it basically was a prize giveaway for these Pokédolls to have in game because you wouldn't typically have them. And I just think the sprites look super cool. The dolls look super cool. And it just has an interesting release, interesting history, and it is fairly rare. Again, the reason I'm not necessarily salty, but this being something I would have bought for my personal collection, then stuff like that I worry a little bit more about condition. Not worry, but I'm a little bit more judgmental. This would have been, did I pay 80,000 yen? So I paid somewhere, well, maybe not 80,000. I think I paid somewhere around $550 for this, maybe 600. And they do sell for more than that on eBay usually because they're hard to find. But I would have rather gotten a mint copy that I could have maybe graded, or just would have been more visibly like appealing. Like, it doesn't look bad in this. I kind of want to get like a hard case, put it in there and just have it on display, but it would have been nice for what I paid for it to show up a little bit better in condition. So this is what it is. Came in like a side loader. side loader, top loader was like kind of sticking out of the thing a little bit. So things don't always go perfect. So it just is what it is. But yeah, this is going to be something I put in my collection. I just think it's pretty cool. Unique history. Definitely a unique card. Yeah. So there that is. Maybe you have no interest in that. Maybe you're still here. Maybe you're not. Another thing, I didn't run a sale this weekend. I'm on a listing binge. I'm planning on finishing up what I want to list on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I'm going to start a longer 2 extra day sale for the weekend. I'm going to be doing 25% off. So this is like a bigger than normal sale for me, like without having to be like a holiday or something like that. And I'm not telling anyone else. I'm not posting it on social media or whatever. So that's, you know, for you guys to hear here first. If you're interested in something, like I said, I've about 150 extra graded cards listed right now as the last 2 days. I plan on listing at least another 150 to 200, maybe even closer to 300-400. So we'll see on that one. But yeah, going to be doing a bigger sale next week starting on Thursday. I'm going to call it like the, I'm not going to do a video or anything for it, but we're going to call it like the preparation for tax day sale, because I go in for my taxes in 2 weeks. I have the cash there if I owe money. I think I'm actually in pretty good shape this year the way I paid in, but it'll be a nice little buffer for that 4-day sale in cash to make sure that we're good just in case something turbulent happens. So yeah, again, 25% off will be starting next Thursday. So it'll be like, the last day of February. Is it like the 29th or something? Yeah, probably. So yeah, just stay tuned for that. If you're looking for something, I can't obviously promise it might be bought out before then, but if you're looking for something in the store right now, you may end up being able to get it at a better price if you just wait about a week here. So yeah, be patient on that one. And last thing I want to do here, if you've waited this long, I've had these sitting here forever. My kid has been bending these up and crunching them. I don't know if they're good or not, but I can't just throw them away without at least displaying them. If these are already used, I am so sorry. I just can't throw them away without at least trying. So these are Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames codes. So I'm just going to go kind of slow roll through these, give you guys a chance to, get a code, maybe two. Don't be that guy who takes them. Oh, if you take them all, it just is what it is, man. I mean, there's going to be somebody that does if they want them. But I don't even know if these are valid yet, but I can't just let them sit here and not give them away. At least try to give them away thinking that maybe that they are good yet, because it just bothered me throwing them in the trash. Because I know they're really not worth too much anymore. The whole code thing is kind of died out. And I just don't feel like, maybe I should sell codes too, but that's a lot of work. Yeah. Hopefully these, I would think they're good. I wouldn't see why. Usually what I'll do, so like what I'm going to do with these is crumble them up. I'm going to crumble them up and throw them away right away. And typically what I do with codes is crumble them up, throw them away to make sure that, I just said that. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. We're an hour and 15 minutes into this. So just give me a break here. But yeah, typically I would throw these away to make sure that I knew that they were no good. So that's why I have a feeling that they are good, but if they're not, again, I do apologize. Or maybe you just got there after somebody already put them in. But yeah, there's X amount of Obsidian Flames codes. I don't think there's any more. Oh, wait. But wait, there's more. Like I said, my kid was crumbling these up, which I really didn't care that he was playing with them because, I mean, it's not like it's going to decrease the value. Let me just make sure is that all we got? Please, because I'm trying to get out of here. I'm sure you are, if you're even here anymore. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, that does it. So, well, again, 1,500 in cards, lots of tangents, lots of alternate things talking, long video. Love you long time. Hope you love me long time. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you.